I cannot stop gushing about this game, but I am going to stop gushing about it because I want to go play Act 2. A lot of things have happened since the first video I made on Ultrakill Act 1. Baldur's Gate 3 came out and absorbed my entire livelihood for about 2 weeks. I developed a crippling addiction to old school RuneScape. Starfield and the live-action One Piece adaptation came out yesterday as I'm recording this, and believe it or not, the live-action One Piece is not only good, but it's also pulling higher review scores than Starfield, which was not on my 2023 bingo card. After beating Act 1, I did allow myself to watch Maxor's summary of Act 1, and it had 2 effects. 1, I laughed a lot. Maxor is great. And 2, it had the equivalent of pissing next to a porn star, which is to say that I became wildly aware of how inferior I am as an editor. Why is his so veiny? Seriously though, Maxor made a fantastic video, and I'm looking forward to watching his video on Act 2 once I'm done with this video. The last relevant event that happened between the last video and now is that Turbo Overkill launched with its 1.0 version. And damn, if that game isn't fun as fuck. I genuinely think Turbo Overkill and Ultrakill are 2 of the best shooters on the market right now, and both of them only cost 25 bucks. Now, Turbo Overkill kicks ass in its own right, but I got sent a copy way back when it was just in its infancy of early access. And one of the most important design choices in that game is something that most people don't even think about when it comes to first-person shooters: ammo. In some games, the struggle for good ammo conservation is a core problem, and in others, the reload is the dangerous part. In Turbo Overkill, it's a mix of both. However, Ultrakill, on the other hand, doesn't have ammo. Here's a clip of Hakita talking about why that is.
Someone in the chat asks, what made you decide to have all the guns have infinite ammo? Simple. Have you ever thought about how much it would suck if Dante had durability in his sword? Because that would make you not want to do cool stuff, that would make you want to play efficiently. So same reason, you don't have ammo because you would want to play efficiently instead of doing cool stuff.
That right there explains pretty much every reason that I love this game so much. Forget for a second the fantastic soundtrack, the always fresh level design and world building, the minimalist story that manages to hold your attention, the enemy design, the fact that it's a first-person shooter that does bosses better than some JRPGs. All of that stuff is great, but it's also all serving one singular purpose. Ultrakill wants you to be a fucking badass. The first time you fight V2, most players probably take a couple tries getting their ass kicked. The big old bone remover probably fists you a few times, but slowly you get better and better and learn the patterns. You learn the little mechanics to squeeze out extra damage and start entering Ultra Instinct with your dodging. The whole build-up from the start of Act 2 picks up right where Act 1 left off, and it manages to make you feel like a fish out of water, or a Roomba out of the dining room. Throughout the entirety of Act 1, it starts you off in these small, cramped rooms and slowly opens up with the castle zone and the city, eventually closing you back into the fetus chamber to finally square off with Gianni. Its build-up is fantastic, but it also leaves on this massive high note with the Gabriel fight, so the second Act 2 starts, the first thing that Hakita does is stick you in this massive, open area where you are, in a quite literal sense, small. There's more space, more enemies, more everything, but still only one of you. It's great at taking that high you get from the end of Act 1 and knocking you right back off your high horse to the bottom of the totem pole. And as you work your way through the desert levels, it culminates in this fantastic final fight with V2 that has a fucking Fast and Furious chase down the side of that massive pyramid you saw the first time you walked out the doors at the start of the act. God, I love this game. Hakita keeps it going too, because I don't know if you know this, but robots don't belong underwater. So guess where you're going next? Slowly, you work your way through the underwater caves and out to the boat levels, which are, by the way, wildly fucking original. I love these levels. Out of the boat and under the sea, you follow this really tranquil and unsettling path. And at the end, you fight a literal Leviathan. I don't know how, but I managed to kill this guy on my first try. Trust me, I was surprised too. In the space that you made by murking the Leviathan, you jump down into the most threatening and ominous rendition of hell I've ever seen in a video game. But we know, of course, that there is always one thing at the end of every chapter in Ultrakill until Hakita eventually lets us face off with God himself. It's that one rat bastard with a score to settle. Joseph Bible, the apostate of hate himself. Oh, fuck.
Machine, I will cut you down, break you apart, splay the gore of your profane form across the stars. I will grind you down until the very sparks cry for mercy. My hands shall relish ending you here and now.
What the fuck? Did they fucking run out of health bars at the Whole Foods? Where did mine go? You know what, Joe Bible?
I fucking hate robots.
To defeat Joe Bible, we must use our own gospel. Alicia Stoshles 420. Thou shalt not smite the minion with thine own hand, for he who smites the minion receiveth no play. I'm sick of losing to you. I'm done dying here. I'm tired of being your little bitch.
Twice, beaten by an object. Twice. I've only known the taste of victory. This taste is this my blood? I've never known such relief. I need some time to think. We will meet again, machine. May your woes be many, and your days few.
Game's really good. You should go play it. Ultrakill fans when I ultra come inside of them. And that review's by Fat Autistic Man. Good game. Sadly, there isn't any gay robot sex. A lot like Animal Crossing, it really helps me calm down after a long day of work. Pete Peaceman says, I have autism. Remove Gabriel's degrading voice lines. I can't focus with a boner.